girls and boys in attendance and watching at home? Let's get ready to open beta 6. That's right, folks. It is finally here. Hope you enjoyed the nice long intro. We are looking at the open release of beta 6.16. You might recognize that name. You know what Earth that is. That is, or I should say what universe that is. It is the universe in which Marvel Avengers Alliance takes place. Here it is, folks. Marvel Avengers Alliance Redux Open Beta 6.16. Ready for you to go ahead and download and start playing, just like myself and just like everybody else on the team. This is the most updated form of the beta, and this is no longer a closed beta. This is open. You can find it down in the links below. There's going to be a mega link, and for those whose countries block mega links, there will be a link for Google Drive. There will also be a Macintosh link over on Mega. I have not uploaded the Mac version to Drive, but if that happens, that you need the Mac version and you are in a country that blocks Mega, go ahead and let us know and we will do it. So let's go ahead and walk through this together. You will see the extraction process, and you cannot do what you see me do with the save. Do not try to bring over your save from 5.2 into 6. It will not work. You were told things will start fresh in beta 6, and that is going to be the case. So you want to take your favorite unzipping utility once you've downloaded it. In my case, it is 7-zip, and I'm just going to drag it to the root of my D drive over here, and we're going to let it extract. You can get, 7-zip, you can get WinZip, you can let the, you can go ahead and let the Windows shell do it. I would recommend 7-zip over everything else. And of course, you may have WinRAR if you got a computer back in the 90s like myself. All right, so we're almost done with the extraction process over here. And I'm going to move over my save from the closed beta, but we will go ahead and launch the intro and everything. A little bit of features for this. We will have the multiple spec ops. So this is a beta that has everything of what was considered Season 1 of the game back in the day, and that goes all the way from when the game launched in March of 2012 over to the when it ended, or excuse me, let's see, September of 2013. And at the end of the video, I'm going to pull it. Well, actually, I'm going to pull up an announcement over here while this is extracting. There is an announcement from Goofy that I need to find. I've just got to find it in my history over here. You know, I'm so happy this is ready for you guys. I'm beyond ecstatic. Everybody gets to play the exact same thing that I'm playing over here, and that we're all on the same page for this now. You will have there's going to be some surprises in here, but I will say roughly 10 spec ops, roughly 10 PvP seasons. I will leave you to discover yourself how many more than 10 there will actually be. You'll just sort of have to find out about that. And the PvP seasons beyond the first season will have conditionals. Just be aware of that. The conditionals can now finally be talked about. They will be things like class restrictions, group restrictions. You'll see things like maybe Bruisers only, or maybe just the Avengers, things like that. We can finally talk about that a little bit now. Let's see. Google. Still trying to find that announcement. 1 second. There it is. Yeah, okay. So, as per Goofy, this is beta 6.16. This is the most updated version of the beta that everybody except for the deep devs are using. Quick word from your Lord and Master Goofy. Thank you for your patience and support of Marvel Avengers Alliance. Redux beta 616 is here. I hope you guys can all enjoy the upgrades we've added. We still have some cleaning up to do and kinks to work out. Here is what you will find in beta 616. 68 heroes, the full Season 1 campaign. 11 special operations, 10 PvAI tournaments, brand new game mode, one-shots. You guys already know about that from following my channel. You will get to see more of them now. We have discussed the Mockingbird one. There are others. They're basically brief little chicken nugget sized stories, all self-contained. They will have some gear and surprises. You want to do them for the story, the gear, etc., etc. Just enjoy them yourself. I'm not going to spoil them too much for you. Few notes. Notable issues and bugs. There should, in quotes, no longer be crashes or game freezing bugs in the game. We will be proven wrong on that, we're sure. All weapons should be safe to equip without bricking your save, but might not work as intended in combat. What I would recommend doing is going into your save file about once a week and copying it into a different directory somewhere on your hard drive. Every month or so, I would take that save and back it up to an alternate location, like a thumb drive or a drive on another computer. My D drive or my game drive had a catastrophic crash during the winter. Everything that you see here went up in smoke. So that was my BlueStacks, things downloaded from Epic, things downloaded from Steam, things downloaded from Battle.net. Now, you can get them all again, clearly, but my progression in Marvel Heroes was lost, and I could have potentially lost months of progression in Marvel Avengers Alliance Redux, Beta 5.9, 6, etc. So, learn from me, back it up about once a week on the same hard drive that you play on, and maybe about once a month or twice a month, back it up to like a flash drive or like a cloud location like Dropbox or Google Drive or something. There are no plans for a mobile version. Do not ask about them. It's going to be PC and Mac only, but since the PC version can be wrapped in Proton, you can also get away with playing it on Unix, Steam Decks, etc., etc. I should say Linux and Steam Deck, etc. No Chrome OS. Certain gear, items, and abilities on both sides might be wildly overpowered, but some will be underpowered, though we have mitigated most of the broken aspects. There are new bug channels open to report any bugs that we have found. You'll be able to report any that you find as well. So you are now bug testers along with me. That is your duty while playing this game. This isn't just about enjoying it, but it is your duty to also report bugs that you come across. The combat engine does have some problems. It is bad at handling extra turns and quick actions on occasion. It retains a few problems with guaranteed hit crit counters and classes from bonuses that you saw in 5.2. Some hero passives and moves do not work correctly still. They will be addressed in a patch at the later point in time. Do not ask for an ETA on a patch. Come on, you're just getting 616 today. Don't get greedy. There is a major lack of UI and quality of life elements as we prioritize content in our development. There are no pop-ups for getting most rewards such as star rewards, chapter mastery, PvAI tournaments, etc. When you beat a PvAI tournament, you will be told a hero is recruited, but the gear that you win just goes right into your inventory. So like the Spirit Edge or whatever is the weapon. Also be aware that when you win a uniform from a PvP season, go to your research tab, go to the the research button, and then go to the uniform tab and click the 5-minute research for the suit that you just won, and then it appears in your store. That's how this goes. So let's say it's Scrapper and Deadpool. So you get Deadpool. You want to look in your inventory for the weapon in that season. You're going to want to go to research the uniform of that season, and then go into the store, and then you can buy it. Keep that in mind. That is very critical. I have gone through multiple seasons. It is easy to forget about everything other than the hero because admittedly it is not announced. We've provided, let's see, there are no pop-ups or in-game indicators tied to when a progression system unlocks things. So when you hit certain story milestones, a character will become available for general recruitment, say Union Jack. You are not told that. You just have to keep checking your roster to see what is available. Also, uniforms do unlock over time also. Again, every few days, just check out your characters, scroll through their uniforms, and you will eventually see them unlock. Reminder, this is only Season 1 content. Season 2 uniforms like Mustard Devil or Man Without Fear for Daredevil, the Worthy, you're not going to see them in this. That is all later in the game. We have provided a document which lists all available things on the wiki. Again, things will be addressed in a later patch in time. Beta 6 has no cheats. Your 5.2 save will not function. Start a new game. And to any attempted hackers and cheaters out there, do not cheat at all. Do not leet engine. Do not leet hacks, cheat engine. Do not jump up and down and sacrifice things to the gods. Do not use the Staff of Legba. Do not create incense and light it. Do not fuck with your saves in Beta 6 by any stretch. The team has already stated over and over again, if you attempt to cheat, you are on your own. You will brick your save. That is cheat protection that is built into this. They will not assist you in the tech support channels if you are cheating or found to have been cheating in the process of you reporting an issue. If they discover that you are cheating, they will not help you, and then there might even be more severe consequences. So if you plan to hack, if you plan to cheat or date fuck or do any of those things, don't ask for help. You are on your own. Tough shit. If the feature you remember from the original is not in Beta 6.16, it is because it's not part of the first season of MAA. Everything will be here in the future, like Season 2, the simulator, heroic battles, incursions, etc., etc. They're all beyond the current scope, but they will be included in the full release. I do not know how many more betas will be out until this is considered quote-unquote full. Just be aware of that. One note, the PvAI Armory is not in Beta 6.16. During testing, we discovered the way that it was set up was having no effect on the strategy of the game mode. Rather than include it, we have deactivated it, while the team discusses how we want to work the Armory in the future. The full release will take a while, and please understand, you just got Beta 6 after, 2 years, 1.5 years and change. I don't remember exactly how long it's been since 5.2. We'll say 2 years. You're just getting Beta 6. Don't clamor for the new thing when you have this brand new, virginal, untouched Season 1 content for you. Special operations will have no time limits and only require unstable ISO 8 to start a battle. I have seen some bugs where some battles wind up using a little bit of energy, but it's nothing super serious, and I haven't tried it in 6.16 because you just saw me extract it right now. Group bosses are in the game and reset every 24 hours. That means if you start one and don't complete it in 24 hours, you will lose the progress on that group boss and a new one spawns. The group boss's health will stay until you beat it. Since you don't have allies and there are no networking components in the game, you will fight group bosses all by yourself. Starting with Tournament 2 for PvP or PvAI, they will have roster restrictions. The agent is still required and may need to be a certain class for the tournament. So, for example, if you're doing a blaster-only tournament, your agent will have to be a blaster also. Tournaments with lockbox characters will follow this pattern. You only get lockboxes for the first 5 wins in a day. You get 3 lockboxes per win. You only get lockboxes for your first 30 wins in a tournament. When you win 30 in a tournament, you win. I would suggest, for fun and maybe future contests, that when you finish a tournament, you screenshot your final result, especially if you have a perfect season. You may want that little trophy, and who knows if the team will ever do something like that in the future, like maybe give you a title on Discord if you had a perfect season or something like that. Tasks award a total of 80 lockboxes and can be finished in any practice or subsequent tournaments. They do not expire. Spec Ops do not expire. We've said that. I want to make sure that you get that. You can take all the time in the world that you want to do for these. PvP tournaments are linear, by the way. Spec Ops are mostly linear, but you can get out of a Spec Ops early once you get up to a certain level of tasks. So I forget what level it is, but let's say 15. Once you get 15 tasks into a Spec Ops, you can then engage the new one. So if you don't want rescue, but you want somebody in the Spec Ops after it, you can do that. One-shots are here. These are, think of these as expanded heroic battles. Also, after completing a tournament and tasks, you'll be guaranteed 170 lockboxes. Let me go ahead and go to my volume mixer because this is a new executable. I have to lower the volume, even though my others have had lower volumes. Agent, what can I do my new agent here? Call him Tester 6. Well, we'll spell it out just in case. Tester 6. Let's look at the intro over here. Please note, Captain America is locked into his World War II alt for his one-shot. So to have the required heroes at level 12, they're recommended, but not ISO him. You'll need to unlock his World War II uniform. Items and distress calls are available for use. That means your store works and your in-game backpack, your Deadpool Rob Layfield pouches will now work in combat. You may want to stock up on healing items. Some battles will be difficult. You may need to adjust your ISOs, use different strategies, items, recharges, etc. If you need help, look in gaming strategies. That is why I have tried to put out some group boss strategies recently. And there are some there. And also, I can then start talking about some of my seasons in PvP and show you the characters and gear that I used in some of my PvP seasons. I've had to keep that under wraps. Also, speaking of under wraps, oh boy, that's a porn stash right there. I have had to keep the fact that I knew this video was coming under wraps for like 2 or 3 days now. I knew in the video last night and I knew in the stream today that we would be getting here. I had to hide it. My apologies for that. It was tough to keep a straight face and not be excited. We hope you enjoy Beta 6 as much as we did creating it. The download links will be seen in the video below. Please come by Discord, the Facebook group, the Reddit group, if you have any questions or just want to chat. This will walk you through how to use the inventory. As you can see, it works. I was told to grenade. Big explosions. Michael Bay sploomablobs. A massive pulse of energy slams into the earth. And then here is Nick Fury beginning you on the way for your tutorial. It automatically recruits Iron Man. You have recruited Iron Man, your first team member. You'll need to continue recruiting heroes to build the strongest team. And your first task, complete Chapter 0 mission. Complete Chapter 0 mission once. Ooh, a little off there. There's your daily spinner. 20 gold at this stage of the game would be great. Iron Man recruiting. You will see some new things in your little radio tower over here. That is one of the things that the team worked on quite excessively, and that is to have in-game conversations between universe characters. Basically, there is a Marvel Avengers Alliance Redux Twitter built into the game. When you do certain things with your Season 1 story, universal characters may say something like Spider-Man might say, hey, I was flying by the Statue of Liberty and Green Goblin flew by. Is anybody seeing this? So, or Captain America might say, that was a great Yankees game yesterday, on to the World Series. So you will see moments like that. It's additional flair for the game. It just increases your immersion into it. Black Widow is recruited. So I'm going to leave the new save really, really quick. And I'm going to go back in. And I'm going to go to my established save. And we'll wrap up the video very quickly after this. There have been, of course, questions. Will saves after Beta 6 go forward? Oh, and there's a little bit of a message here. Using my older save, it's always been our goal to remain loyal to the original, but certain things are not possible to replicate. If you played the original, you know that there are ways outside of the game to get rewards. One of them was Marvel XP, which helped you progress in MAA. Oh, this is all new. I haven't seen this. Due to the nature of the project, this is not something we can recreate, so we've decided to get a bit creative. You'll be presented with a list of tasks that will give you rewards like you got from Marvel XP. Work your way through the task list to get silver, shield points, command points, gear, including Das Boot and the TOE. Nick Fury's calling you, Agent. Be sure to suit up. Oh, wow. Good job, team. Awesome. Yeah, I have never seen this before, so these are new tasks to me, too. Briefly, here are the one-shots. I can finally show you them. These are not under wraps anymore. I have done the Cap one. I have done the Mockingbird one. We have Black Cat, Spider-Man, Mr. Fantastic, Nightcrawler. I haven't experienced these other than Cap and Mockingbird, so I get to experience them with you guys. I'll be streaming on Fridays as much as possible. We'll get to go through these. Go ahead, go to the links down below in the video. Enjoy the PC and Mac versions. Get out there, start hunting those bugs, start reporting them, and please enjoy the fruits of the team's labor as they have worked so hard on this. And to everybody who sat there and thought Beta 6 would never happen, this is just basically all I have to show you guys for it. For everybody who was like, Beta 6 is never going to show up, and it's all gonna be a scam, and we're selling smoke. That right there. That's what I think about that. Here it is. Enjoy it. To all the haters, in your face. I still hope you enjoy the game, but in your face to everybody who thought Beta 6 would never come out. Enjoy it. And don't get hungry for Beta 7 already. Just have fun with the game for a while. Peace out, everybody.